Here's some business advice that's super obvious once you know it. You don't need tens of thousands of followers to make bundles and bundles of cash on TikTok. I think last year we made about $300,000 that we could directly attribute to our TikTok activities. And it took a really long time for me to get a little bit of momentum. But here are 3 things that I would do differently next time. So it took me about 3 months to get to my first 500 followers, and then about 3 weeks to get it up to 1,000. Now I remember this because at the time I was obsessing over followers, but then something in my brain went clunk, and I went, what's the point of having all these followers if I'm not using this tool to grow my business? So one of the first things that I did after I hit 1,000 followers is I added an off-ramp. So an off-ramp is a way to get your future customers and clients off social media and into your business. And it doesn't matter what social media platform you're using, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or LinkedIn, have some sort of off-ramp where people can step out of that social media platform and into your business, into your database, onto a secondary tool like school, which is what we're doing right now. And this has become even more important recently because we've seen how social media platforms can just get shut down, which means we need an off-ramp to get people off social media as a backup, but also as a way to follow up. The second thing that I began to do was I did less. So I narrowed down on my target audience and the sorts of things that they were interested in, and I talked about less stuff. So less topics. I stopped trying to follow trends. I never really did any silly dances, but I do remember once singing a song, right? I began to cover less topics because I wanted to focus on what was of interest to my target audience, their headaches, their obstacles, their aspirations and desires, and narrow it down to a smaller subset of topics and just keep talking about them again and again and again. The third thing that I stopped doing was obsessing over quality. I stopped obsessing over quality so that I could focus on quantity. And what I find now is I get videos that say, hey, I can't hear you properly. Use a better microphone. There's a crow shouting in the background, or maybe the camera is a little bit wobbly. Those videos do so much better than my polished videos. I create these marvelous polished videos that take me ages and I get no traction, or I just shoot a video like this one as I'm walking to my local coffee shop so I can have my morning coffee, and those ones seem to blow up. So number 1, have an off-ramp. Number 2, focus on a narrower set of topics. Number 3, quantity over quality. And I know that that's really hard for some people to figure out, quantity over quality, because many of us business owners are perfectionists. Get rid of that perfectionism. Perfection is a myth. Now, if you'd like to see what we're doing beyond our social media platforms, yeah, of course, click the link in my bio. If you click the link in my bio, you'll see what we're using right now as our off-ramp. And if you do that, I'll see you on the other side.